feed the possibility. You don't feed the fear that tells you it's not possible for you. So don't let anyone tell you that whatever is in your heart is not going to unfold for you. It is, but it is your responsibility, and your responsibility only. Don't let your current environment tell you what you can and cannot have. Don't let the people around you tell you what you can or cannot have. You can have what you believe you can have, and what you continuously buy into. You know, we mostly buy into what our surrounding tells us we need to buy into. So our environment really shapes us. So if we are in an environment that holds a certain frequency, sooner or later, we will adapt to that frequency, or we get out of there. Hello, my lovelies, welcome back. So let's talk about delusion. Being delusional, and how being delusional can actually help you getting and living the life you want. Let's take an example. Any inventor, really, before they invented the thing, or when they invented the thing, they had to be delusional. They had to be able to imagine something that doesn't exist yet. Most of our day we are spending in habitual patterns, right? We go about our day in a certain way, and then, you know, we might start the day with our wonderful meditation, 20 minutes, and maybe we're listening to some affirmations as well, and maybe we're doing our journaling, and then we have our coffee, and then we're off to work, and off we go back into our reality that we created, right? The little square that we created for us, that we live in. So you're telling yourself, well, I'm not good enough in this, I'm not good enough in that, I don't have talents, I don't make enough money, all men are awful, there are no good women out there anymore. Whatever we tell ourselves, right? So delusion is really the key here. And you can find another word, but really it is being delusional, because when I look at being delusional, I always look at it from a Piscean world, Piscean perspective, not just because I'm a Pisces. Yes, that might be true, but also the energy of Pisces, the energy of Neptune is the impossible delusion. It's a little delusional, or a lot, when you look at it from the small reality that you created for yourself. Maybe you're coming from a working class background, right? Your parents worked really hard every day in and day out, and they made money, but just enough to, for you to eat and to just exist. So for you to perceive anything outside of that, you gotta be a little delusional, right? You've gotta use your imagination to imagine more than that, because that you can imagine, right? That you create effortlessly. That brings me to another topic that I want to talk about in a different video. Manifestation. We are always manifesting. Your manifestation has become this big, huge thing now, right? Everyone wants to manifest. Well, we are manifesting. Like, life is manifestation. Like, just living life is manifesting. Now the question is, are you manifesting consciously? Are you manifesting understanding that you're always manifesting from the subconscious? The subconscious, the creator mind. The subconscious, it's creating your life, basically. And you're creating from that place everything that's in there that you've been ingrained with, that you've been diluted with. That's the place you create from. Now, when you start creating more consciously, you might realize, wait a minute, this thing that I'm always doing, the thing that I'm always creating, I'm creating this because I have a limiting belief in this area. Well, I might need to work on this, right? I might have to find a way to exchange this belief for a better belief. And that also comes with exchanging it for a better feeling, because these two need to come together in order to create. The conscious mind is the thinking mind, and the subconscious mind needs to feel the thing. Whatever we are feeling, from that place we will then create. It's not just a thought, you're not having a thought and then whoop-de-doo, here it is. Maybe this works with, you're thinking of someone and then they give you a phone call. That goes into direction of telepathy then. So what I'm trying to say here, and what I want to bring you back to is, we are living in an illusion, right? Our reality, the reality we live in, is an illusion. So in order to break this reality, you have to break the illusion of where you're in and be delusional so you can create another illusion, because in the end of the day, they are all illusions. All these realities, they are illusions. We call them reality because, we can touch it, but they are all products of the mind. So I'm giving you an example from my life. Where I come from, you live a normal little life, right? It's a normal little life. And everyone I know there lives a normal little life. Some live a little better than others, but we all get by there, all good. Sometimes we struggle a little more. There are months where we struggle more. And by we, I'm talking about my family, the people we know. But generally, we are okay over there. Now, for me, when I was little, I've always dreamt of something bigger. I always wanted something else. And I knew it was possible for me. I didn't know how it was true, but because I hadn't really seen it other than on TV, but I knew that was my reality. That was my reality. And ever since I've been a little child, I've been like that. My parents often told me like, well, you're a little crazy girl. But I didn't know how. I had no idea how. Absolutely not. I didn't know. But then I left the home, my parents' home. I moved to another city, and then I moved to another city, and then I moved to another country, to another continent, the other side of the world. And then I moved to another country and another country. And little by little, I realized, man, I'm living the life I always wanted to live. How did I do that? Well, I first believed that I could, even though everyone around me told me, it's not possible. Well, it is very possible for me. It was very possible, and really that also got me to where I am now, like talking about this, like making YouTube videos about it, like talking about energy, talking about astrology. It's been always a reality for me. And even though when I was a kid, I might have not really seen it in the physical world that I, surrounded by. I don't know why I keep showing you my candle here, but it was always very real inside of me. And I knew eventually it had to unfold. And that's how it works. You gotta repeat. You gotta stay on it. You cannot let anyone tell you that your delusions are something negative. If you believe you can have that, you keep going and you keep feeding yourself and filling yourself with goodness, whatever goodness that is, right? Whatever goodness means for you. But you fill yourself with the trust and the understanding and the faith to stay on course. You feed the possibility. You don't feed the fear that tells you it's not possible for you. So what I want to leave you with here today is that you can have the thing that is in your heart. Well, it was placed in your heart to begin with for a reason. You came here to fulfill that. So don't let anyone tell you that whatever is in your heart is not going to unfold for you. It is, but it is your responsibility and your responsibility only. Don't let your current environment tell you what you can and cannot have. Don't let the people around you tell you what you can or cannot have. You can have what you believe you can have and what you continuously buy into. We mostly buy into what our surrounding tells us we need to buy into. So our environment really shapes us. So if we are in an environment that holds a certain frequency, sooner or later, we will adapt to that frequency or we get out of there. That's why there are certain people in my life. I love them dearly. But I know I have to love them from afar. Because otherwise, my frequency is going to be muddled. And that is okay. And it's okay for me and it's okay for them. Because we've understood that. We understood that about each other and we love each other. But we are just not on the same frequency. They are living in a different illusion. a different reality. So my loves, I really want to leave you with this here. This was just a little check-in. I hope you are well. If you have any questions about anything that we've talked about in this video, leave me a comment below. If you want to work with me one-on-one, you can message me and we can have a little chat. And anything else, I'm here for you. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.